execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe I should I do it. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can give it about what they say. They won't get them higher. You can't catch my.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers.
Set to kick off.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 64 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
46-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Flushed out right. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 30 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Gostkowski with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just got to get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Tannehill on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Intended for Jonnu Smith.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Again, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a game. Just one. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tanyan there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Smith catches left side. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10. At their
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the gun, Rodgers being chased out left. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happened, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On second down, it's Jones. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Down and goal.
Chargers now on 3rd and goal. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Jason Crosby.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. We're back now in KC. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
13.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's good.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Tannehill. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The open man is Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Rodgers to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Jack Crawford. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter